Alright. With Kirby, I mean Seely back in tow.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to head to the Jambastion, but before we can make it to the Jambastion, we have a bit of a stage and some, basically the bouncers to deal with. But, yes, Seely, so basically with all the trouble that's been going on with these dark hearts everywhere, no, not that dark heart, the other dark heart, I'm also going to get rid of... I gotta get rid of one of these guys because I really want that telekinetic ability. No!
Knuckle Joe, god damn it.
Joe, you jerk!
Curses, Knuckle Jerk. Anyway, oh, but thank you, Meta Knight. See, Meta Knight's helpful, Knuckle Jerk. Moving on. While all the Dark Hearts are responsible because of this new ship that has once again invaded and crash landed into Popstar.
As you do.
The only place that UFOs ever seem to crash land into.
Also, I know I probably should have brought this up as we started the video, but happy Bon Jam to everybody.
Bon Jam! That'll be explained a little bit later, and we can finally say that we are now recording this after Nintendo's E3.
Yeah, no, like, straight up, they won. They totally fucking won. They came, they saw, they kicked their sissy butts.
I mean, honestly, like, it's not like they really had to put that much effort considering no one else did, but honestly, it's the fact that it's an interesting case where it's like, I figured they would win regardless, but how much win they gave us is what really surprised me.
Yeah, and I mean, my joking aside, I'm not going to give too much crap to all those that did participate in the first place. It is also a matter that I think, deep down, the fault mostly lies on E3 because, like, we're still recovering from the pandemic. Not everyone's going to have a lot to show, like, at a very specific point in time.
Right.
But why, honestly, like,
I'm surprised you didn't replace Knuckle Joe.
I mean, he was kind of a jerk earlier, but
I need some physical stuff.
But yeah, no, like that's. I've been saying it before, and I'll say it again. It's like E3 as a concept is just dated.
Yeah.
It should be something where same with Sony, and I think same with how Capcom is trying to do it. But again, the whole E3 thing didn't need to happen. Hang on, now that I open the path. Where are you?
Dude.
Oh, the mic's gone.
Oh,
there he is.
Oh, there he is. Ow.
Quick.
Don't care.
This is a bad idea.
Oh.
I realized what I was doing. Like, this is a horrible idea.
You know, this
Be
wouldn't
above
be a problem
ground.
if you were all
Can't you also
playing
swallow the
together.
notes?
There we go.
Now it's safe. I'm not wasting on you guys. That'd be silly.
Yeah.
We want to use it when it's most important. Anyway, I think a game company should. Oh, thank you. I think a game company should make announcements when they're ready and not feel forced to like scramble to put something together.
Right. No. Like again, I just think overall, like, I understand that there's going to be need to be events for like for people to be able to play demos of these games or whatnot, but it's also a matter of like deep down, people should just follow the direct format. Like that's really the best way it should work right now without having to worry about any having to result in fucking crunch culture.
That's what I think, and especially since, like, as games like this one are becoming more advanced. Yeah, and I mean, since games like this are taking more time. Thank you, Mr. Yo-Yo. Since they are taking more time to be made, I think, just as a whole, get it.
Don't worry, Kirby is trying to regain his thoughts.
ESP, Kirby?
Yeah.
ESP. This was a part that came up
in Planet Robobot.
Planet Robobot, and in return for this game.
That was a thing.
Yep.
Yes.
He is psychic and can. It shares same elements as like electricity to an extent, but
speaking of things that I didn't know was a thing. Well, okay, granted, I do know now, but remember when Kirby's Dreamland was a thing, or Dreamland 3 was a thing?
Yeah, we were talking about this, and this again cements more of my theory that this game is meant to be a sequel to Dreamland and Kirby 64, the whole Zero arc. Because Pawn and Con returned from Dreamland 3.
Yeah, it looks like their whole little road show that was insinuated in Rainbow Curse didn't really pull through. So now they're just they're just taking hired help. They're hired help for the villains of the game now.
But they have all their children to help. Get him. Oh, look at him. He's waving up there.
Hi.
Oh, jeez.
I missed it.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh, you can see it on playback.
Also, when I was playing this game vanilla for the first time, this was my first introduction to the fact that because you are actually required to, that you're supposed to use friend hearts on bosses sometimes.
I saw it.
Yeah.
That you're supposed to use one bosses?
Friend hearts, at least at the very end. You'll see why.
Okay.
Because there we go. They're almost dead. Okay, Khan's dead, so I just need to find Pawn.
Actually, you know, yeah, no. In
There he is.
retrospect, the fact that this is the time where they actually anticipate you to use it now, it's like that's actually clever. Like it'll incentivize you to do for the earlier bosses.
Yay!
And they like us now. And they're like, you're right, we're sorry. Go on through.
I just love this concept. Make friends with everybody.
Yeah.
I like it too. We're all friends together in the end. Blast it! Kirby's all just zoned out. Thank you, Yo-Yo. Thank you, Ponic Khan.
Now we do our dance.
We'll see you all. We'll see you two in the next game, right? What next game?
Yeah, okay, well, guess what you saw right there. The E3 had nothing for Kirby, but I mean, it's one of their biggest franchises. They're gonna do something.
Oh, of
I
course.
still
Yeah.
have not played Star Allies.
Good. It's decent.
I mean,
it's a good
it's-
I treat it like the Sonic Generations of Kirby.
It's well.
Especially
I mean,
now.
I will
Problem
definitely
is,
say.
I'm broke.
Yeah, and that is the one big downside regarding Kirby Star Allies. Like, back when it first came out, it was treated as a $60 price tag with about half the content of the 3DS games.
Yeah, it wasn't until many updates later that I can maybe say that. I mean, what are they selling for now? They're usually like 40.
I think it's still full price. Which, I mean, granted,
Gotcha.
again, they've added in a lot to this game since then. Like, there's a whole bunch of new characters for Kirby to make friends with or play in the guest star mode. And I know the very last thing they released was a full-on, like, hard mode, for lack of a better word, or just a challenge mode, for lack of a better word, which sort of expands upon the story of Star Allies.
Yes.
That I still need to finish.
Okay. Fair enough. So, we're now on to the Jambastion. Oh, right away, we got ourselves a new power-up.
Staff. This one's really
Staff.
fun to use.
Ha!
It's pretty good.
This is the weapon of choice for the normal Waddle Dee-like troops. I love that attack the most. Give me some lightning.
And what's funny is that, like,
Slap me, son.
if you know how to use it right, you can use it to pogo across the way.
Oh, yeah. Haha.
It's pretty much this game's makeshift replacement for the spear ability, which, I mean, is funny considering that you, again, like, the very first, like, dream friend you can acquire is Bandana Waddle Dee, who does still wield a spear, but he's the only one to wield one in this game.
Yeah, no more spear ability, and but they give him the same mobility traits that he had that he had in Return to Dreamland.
Yep, he's still a hoppin' mad lad.
Ascending.
Which I will admit is part of the reason why I'm bummed out that this game never got any sort of online mode or whatever, because if that were the case, we totally would have treated this as our sequel to our Return to Dreamland playthrough.
Yeah.
If there was a way, and okay. And
Hey,
yes, once again,
Mario Party can do it. Why can't Kirby?
we are. It is my goal at some point, if not for a video, that just to like play casually. I want to make Mario Party. Yes, can be a friendship ender, or at least can build some tensions. But I play for the mini games and for the silly antics, and the fact that we'll be getting basically classic.
We're literally
Mario
getting
Party
we're getting the
with full
top
online.
We're getting the top 100 part 2 with online play.
We're getting the top 100, except for the stuff that people actually wanted.
Well, no, no. I mean, there's still the matter. Well, this is the one where we actually have the top 100 that gives us all the stuff we wanted.
Fair.
I mean,
Well-
it's also funny too because there is exactly 100 minigames in the upcoming Superstars.
I don't know how to feel
okay.
about it just because I haven't played much of the original Mario Party games.
You really didn't? I thought you played Mario Party 2 at some point with us.
That's all I played with you guys.
I mean,
Well,
deep down, Sealy, it's not too different from how how often you've been playing Mario Party 4 and the like. So it
Like, wasn't
wouldn't be
she
that hard to get used to.
Well, she also played. Actually, she was there when we tried 1, wasn't she?
Yes. she was.
Yeah, she was, and I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I do still.
Didn't we try 3 a couple times?
I don't
We
think-
we tried the extra modes in 3.
I will. Okay, I'll just go ahead and say this outright. Like, for those wondering, we're actually referring to stuff that I have long since scrapped because that's honestly the video. I do still have the videos on me, but like, hey, Bugsy. But I do still have the videos on me. But honestly, unless I feel otherwise, I'm probably gonna keep them unlisted / private because they really do show the absolute worst in us
They really
as
do.
friends.
Well, the issue is that, like, it's like with most friends, and I'm assuming that others have similar instances like this. There are times where games lead to tension, especially with something like Mario Party when the dice does not go your way.
Well, it's also a matter of, like, it was partly that, and it's also Mario Party doesn't really
Banter.
work. a game like Mario Party doesn't really work with parsec, where it has moments where it can kind of be unreliable in terms of like input and screen conveyance.
So here's hoping that the online will be... has anyone here tested out or tried the online that was in Star Rush?
You mean Super Mario
Super
Party?
Mario Party, Super Mario Party.
Not yet. I mean, that is something we should probably do somewhere down the road, but from what I've heard, it's more or less reliable.
Okay, because from what I'm hearing, because I remember they did bring that, and that was the thing of... thank you, Bugsy. Thank you, Bugsy. Jeez!
Ow, 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 ow! Thanks, Bugsy!
I'm okay.
But I was gonna say, like, if I remember correctly, Super Mario Party finally got online play, but way late into its development or something.
It's literally like three years. I think 2 or 3 years after the base game launched.
Right.
Which I'm
And even
willing
then, there's the issue-
to bet now is because of the development of Mario Party Superstars.
Oh, probably. And it was that, and the original Super Mario Party had the thing that I guess All Stars is going to, or Superstar, whatever, is going to fix, is that even though it has online, if at any point you disconnect, that's it. You can't resume the game anymore. You're done. Whereas it seems like one of the grace period features of Superstar is that there will be basically forced saving every single turn. That way, in case if you do disconnect, it's not too hard to get right back to where you were.
Which is good. I think for online play, that's very much a necessary feature.
Oh, absolutely. So again, here's hoping. I want to do it.
Me too.
Okay, you get the idea. It's the freaking monkey again.
Hey, monkey.
Look at the little guy, but like, I will say,
Look at Kirby's
oh
little feet
boy.
tapping away.
You can see every little fur detail.
Yeah, but I was about to say, like, I guess just to give my 2 cents on that, I'm not us against doing it. However, I'll probably just stick to co-commentating, because honestly, like, between what we tried to do and the fact that I just love watching Runaway Guys, I feel like I have more fun watching other people play Mario Party than I do playing Mario Party itself.
And that's
That's
completely
fair.
fair.
But I mean, and we can get out of here. Oh, hang on, the big switch.
Yay!
We found the bonus. I think we found either the bonus area or the dream gate. Yep, bonus stage. Okay, so I like that they brought that feature back from Amazing Mirror, was it?
It's been the big button's been a staple since Kirby's Adventure.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Well, okay, maybe not so much
Yeah.
a staple, but it's been a thing since then. And going back to the whole, somewhere down the road we will consider doing something for Mario Party
Nice.
Superstars, even if we might have to rely on some outside help. That being said, though, I just remembered one game that I wish had similar online capabilities, and go figure, Wario's the Star.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that was definitely a surprise. Like, that honestly, I guess this video is just going to be our E3 recap. Sorry if it's like a year too late.
Well,
Either that one or the next one, just because there's going to be a lot of stages. The Jambastion is surprisingly dense. Continue.
what's funny, Hype, is that I think by the time these videos do start going public, WarioWare Get Together will likely be out by then. So
Oh, Warrior will be long now, but continue.
But yeah, it's like I'm surprised with how much they're doing with the WarioWare format in that game.
yeah, no, it's literally the very first time like you actually get to play the micro games in such a way where you have direct control over the characters you all know and love.
And also, I think
fair.
it's one of the, I guess to a certain extent, like the GameCube game did it, but I think it's like the first WarioWare game that actually has like genuine co-op in the micro games.
I believe so, yeah.
You had a hard time making that decision, didn't you?
Yes, I did, because I don't want to give it. Look at you look at Bugsy and tell me that you don't want to, like... Oh, by the way, there's also a neat little ability we have, is that, using Ice and Water together, lance it.
Nice.
Yeah, no,
So-
if you make the
The
right
Dribbly's
combination,
cute too.
it's kind of
Dribble's cute.
But I was
So-
going to say, like, if you make just the right combinations at the right time, nothing in this game will literally phase you. At least in terms of the base game.
Wait, how is that pronounced with 2 E's? I thought it was Dribbly.
Dribbly.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I think it's Dribbly. Oh, here we go.
But-
Like this here.
Because
And,
Steve said dribble.
My bad.
yeah, whatever. I think he was thinking of WarioWare, because we were just talking about that.
Dribble and spits.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, cool.
and I just realized, because in the treehouse they were talking about how Dribble and Spitz were a co-op character, and maybe Cat and Nana are too. They
Sort
better
of.
not
Like,
do something-
it's a case where you can still pick them even if you play solo. I don't know if you can like switch between the two during solo, but if you're playing in co-op, you have one character be dribble and the other
One
one
of them.
spits.
Okay, that's good. I thought they were gonna do something where like, oh, unless you are in co-op, you just can't use these characters.
Oh no.
Which has been silly.
Dribble and spits have a very unique I assume they have a very unique gimmick compared to the rest of them. So it would be kind of it would be very fucking stupid to leave them out.
Thank goodness. But yeah, okay, just take more of these guys.
But yeah, there's-
So yeah, they have the element, and as you're seeing here again, they have a lot of like fun little elemental perks depending on which attack you're doing, and I'm still going to miss the combination power-ups from Kirby 64, but I think it's a decent enough compromise of combining two people's abilities together and really does hammer in the co-op elements of this even more than Superstar did.
To be perfectly honest, like, if there absolutely had to be another a Kirby game to get the remake treatment, I do think they should try 64, considering, as beautiful as that game is, it could use slightly smoother controls.
Yeah.
And I want to make everybody remember the goddamn conveyor belt section.
Know my pain.
I kind of
Slamming
want
down.
to... Actually, never mind.
What's up?
Never mind.
Come on.
Okay. Well, is there a Kirby game that you want to have remade again? And not Ultra, because we already got that like twice.
Amazing Mirror?
Superstar.
I mean,
That would be-
that'd be nice
that
too.
actually-
Personally speaking, I just want a full-blown like reimagining of Amazing Mirror's mechanics, because I do think a game like that could work if it took more cues from Milky Way wishes.
I still haven't played Squeak Squad yet, and I want to.
That's another solid one.
It's not bad, but it's very been there, done that for Kirby.
It plays it safe. It plays it pretty safe. It plays it safe except for.
I mean,
the
honestly,
gimmicks
you
where
know
have to
what,
chase
Sealy?
the mice are fine.
Like, Sealy, that game is so, by the numbers that, partially speaking, if we are to do that for the channel, I kind of want to see you play it blind.
Yeah, and play it live for us.
Okay, fair enough.
That's fine. And it's not a very hard game.
Oh no, it's by no means difficult.
Oh, guys, I saw a sad.
What's
What
up?
was the
see?
sad?
I'm posting in the recording chat.
Oh, look at the sad. The sad is it's Kirby floating and he's sad. Kirby sad is very much sad indeed. I don't know why I like the idea of that just being a headline.
Oh, you
It's
know what
just
though?
in.
You know what?
Kirby's-
You know what though?
yeah.
Speaking of Kirby though, like he doesn't have to be sad because he was able to float away from being tossed off the cliff. Thanks, Kazuya.
Kazi
Yeah.
just did not understand that some people can fly.
Sakura, I'd be like,
again,
you cannot kill my boy. My perfect boy.
Of course, Mr. Frosty, thank you. No, you don't get the.
I mean,
oh.
to be fair though, that's
I'll take the
it's
hat.
one of those cases where, like, again, Sakura's a fucking master at using character play, because there's, especially when it comes to Kirby, because like toss him off the cliff like everyone else. Fucker can fly, And then I still think back to, again, easily one of my favorite debut trailers of all time from Smash's history was for Simon and Richter, where it was exactly what I wanted it to be, where it was, you're in Castlevania, but it's Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah,
That was
and
great.
that technically was our first look at Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yes, it was with the plunger element, which I wonder how far that was.
Remember when Luigi died?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Luigi just was not having a fun time in that land. but then again, that's what I like about Smash. Those are some of my favorite. That's why, even though it was a fan game, what's that one version of Smash called, that mod for N64 that we were looking at?
Smash Remix?
Smash Remix? Oh, we haven't even touched that, like, for the channel yet.
No, but we did like our own casual look at
I'll be
it
right back.
sometimes. But,
No, we did.
Oh, okay.
The only unofficial Smash thing we did was Smash Flash 2, aka the only.
By casual look at, I meant like you were literally just sharing your screen, and I looked at it, and I was like, that looks cool.
And that's fair.
Okay.
But I was saying, like, even though that's a fan thing, one of my favorite things about that are some of the commercials they do, like the one that they announced Conquer with, where it was just everybody at the bar together.
And then you see Conquer, like, pack and eat.
Or
Well,
just with the
there's
chainsaw.
there was something so simplistically silly and like appealing about watching Wario fall off of his bar stool because he was leaning way too far. Everyone's just having a little interaction. I don't know. Something about it worked. I want that staff ability. Yes, thank you for the love. I'm getting the
Also,
staff power.
I do sure hope that Sealy doesn't stay off for too long, because
We're getting
we're about
close
to be
our
meeting up
first-
to our first of the Jambastion sisters.
Right, they are the general of sorts that are watching over this place. And as we're almost out of here... Oh, hey, Mr. Rockington.
Bye,
Mr.
Mr. Rockington.
I know he has a name. Is it really just Rocky?
I think yeah, it is. I think it is just Rocky.
Let's find
It
out.
is
Yes,
Rocky.
Devil Damon.
Okay, let's not think about it anymore. But I brought him because we need him for this. Do it. Again, I appreciate that the AI is very competent when it comes to the situational moments. Like, you're not going to be... This is not a game where you're going to be, like, frustrated about what's going on. Alright, buddy. It's time for you and me to do this. Here you go.
Pika Rock!
Oh my
It's the-
god.
It's the
mech.
suit from... Yeah, it's the mech from Robobot.
It's the Robobot armor.
Now we just put it right here, and sorry, Mr. Crafty. Scarfy. I mean, not Crafty. Scarfy. Crafty's another dude. Grab that.
Scarfy's the
So,
one
yeah.
that'll blow up on you.
He's talking about someone else.
Yeah, different dude. But yeah, so, I'm trying to think what else we got. So, I can understand why some people may not have been super, like, wowed by Nintendo C3, but regardless of, like, whatever franchises you were wanting to see done, or games being shown off, like, you have to at least admit that they had a good amount to show and a good number of surprises.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The-
no, I think this is probably one of the most unexpected of turnouts for Nintendo. Like they were just launching out nothing but solid hit after solid hit.
Yeah, and
And
honestly...
it's like, go ahead.
Like, the thing I liked about it was just, like, the diversity of the franchises they acknowledged. Like, I think everyone and their grandmother, like, lost their devil damn minds when they saw Dread pop up.
Oh
Because it was
yeah.
and I'll admit at the time I didn't even realize.
Welcome
Welcome
back,
back,
Seeley.
Seeley. Look, it's the Kirby Dreamland 2 game. Sorry. But I was gonna say we were just talking about how like Nintendo's E3 was like, it was like with Dread it was like I didn't fully appreciate how like the lore behind that game. Apparently that's been a thing since like 2006.
Yeah, no,
They were
there's
wanting to
a
make
lot
it.
of deep history with that game.
Which game?
There was the
Metroid Dread.
Metroid game.
Metroid Dread. Sorry, Metroid Dread was basically was meant to be the sequel to. Apparently, it was at one point going to be a sequel to Super Metroid, but then the Game Boy they decided to do something
it
else.
was going to be a sequel to Fusion, but it's just, I guess, well, as they put it, like the technology wasn't there at the time, and I mean, now we've come to a point where through Mercury Steam's help, they've been able to make it a reality, and I mean, a pretty good choice considering. I think they did a pretty damn good job with Samus Returns.
Right. Oh yeah, and I got the file. I just need to test it out and see how well it works on my end.
Alrighty.
But anyway, so welcome back to just in time. We're about to meet one of the 3 big generals who are guarding this Jambastion palace, which it always sounds like. I was about to say it sounds like a silly curse, but the funny fact is that they do outright use it as a curse later. Like one of the things they'll say is "Jam blasted."
Jam blasted.
Yeah, meet the door.
Oh,
Hello, door.
Meet the door.
Will you be my day for the prom?
It be what to be behind the door.
Will you make me a sandwich?
No. Oh,
Hello. There she is.
hello.
I think this
Sounds
one's
silly.
Francisca.
Francesca, yeah.
She's
She's the bubbly of the 3. That's you, Seeley.
Hang on, Chrome
It
actually
is okay.
Chrome froze.
It
on
actually
me.
froze on you? Oh, no.
Oh, really?
Well,
Francisca,
I mean-
the 3 generals.
That's how we greet people on my planet.
Oh, you think you're behind us now, Seeley.
Shit.
Because we see together we command the Fortress of Shadows known as Jambastion. These people wish to assemble the dark Jamba heart pieces that were scattered across the universe. Don't worry, Seeley. Don't worry, Seeley. Just go to 2345 if you can.
Once we do, our most twisted illusions will finally be untwisted,
Okay, I'm there.
unthought,
Alright.
unfurled.
Yep, Francesca is one of the Jambastion sisters. Alright, ready? Say 3, 2, 1, play.
But I do not wish to waste my time with pointless chatter, so I won't.
Thank
Just
goodness.
know that should you attempt to oppose us,
She's also an elemental.
I'll have no choice but to put you on ice.
Forever! And who is the voice actress for her?
The voice actress of this, hang on, Francesca, is Reina Ueda, who I think we were talking about this in Pretty Darling Sailor Moon Eternal, the movie. She played Seri Seri
Oh, okay.
of the Dead Moon Circus.
Yeah,
That's
Sarah.
an
She was the Amazon description.
And again, if
so-
you know what you're doing, it's like, again, this is one of the chief problems with the game initially. Is that again, with all 4 of your powers combined, boss health can literally go down like nothing.
And it's also about using your elements. So even though she's ice, she does have an ability that will summon water, and that's where lightning's going to come into play. Also, fun fact, all the Jambastion sisters are named after the weapons they use, so the Francisca is actually the name of a type of axe.
Huh.
Be our friend!
Oh,
Or not.
only we're that easy.
She will not be our friend, not yet. It will take many moons.
That would be a great little twist into the story if you could do that.
You know, go to our side, but for now, she's just pissed.
Yeah.
And the Jambastion and the Jambaheart's like,
No.
Oh. Ah, hey!
Whoop.
Well, we just kind of let that happen, didn't we?
exactly. That thing let her be caught.
Well, we're gonna have to go fight them, but for now, that was just one of 3 of the generals. So join us for more topical E3 news, and no, okay, we'll just talk probably more of our opinions and more just going through this whole little fortress, and then we'll be done with. I guess not for nothing, I don't hate the Jambastion, but compared to all the other places we'll be going, I think the Jambastion chapter is my least favorite, just because the environment looks so samey, because it's as opposed to going across the countryside, across the planet, across what you're going to see in the next chapter. It's just one fortress,
And it's a very dreary one at that.
so well, no matter. Join us as we're going to hopefully get down to the bottom of who is the leader of all these generals. See ya.
Bring your popcorn, everybody.
Brick nose.